My dear, when I speak my truth, it's not to hurt you, but to be clear. I need clarity, not confusion, in a world so full of uncertainty. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words, but it can leave us misunderstood. I'm not trying to push you away. I just need space to understand myself. My dear, misunderstandings happen, but they don't define our love unless we let them. I fear that my honesty might hurt you, but I value our connection too much to lie. Clear intentions are the foundation of any relationship, but even clarity can be misinterpreted. I want you to see my heart, not just the words I speak. I'm trying to protect us by being honest, but I know it can still hurt. My dear, clarity doesn't always come easily, but it's worth fighting for. Words can be misunderstood, but actions speak the language of the heart. Sometimes I speak more than I mean, but it's only because I don't want to be misunderstood. I want to be honest with you, but I fear the truth might break us. My dear, let's not let silence turn into a distance we can't bridge. Clarity is love, even when the truth stings. I want to be clear, but my fear of your reaction holds me back. Misunderstandings happen, but love should never be the casualty. Sometimes saying too much is just as dangerous as saying too little. My dear, I want you to know that my heart speaks the truth, even when my words don't. Clarity is rare, but it's the only way to avoid the pain of assumptions. I want you to understand me, but I fear you might never fully do so. Being clear is my attempt to protect us, not to hurt you. The truth can feel harsh, but it's the only way I know to love you truly. My dear, I wish there was a way to explain myself without leaving room for doubt. We are not perfect, but honesty is the only thing that will keep us from falling apart. I want to say what's in my heart, but I fear you won't hear it as I mean it. I need clarity, but sometimes I wonder if it's better to remain silent. My dear, the fear of misunderstanding you keeps me quiet, but my love for you speaks louder. Even the clearest words can be misunderstood, but they are still worth saying. I fear the pain of being misunderstood, but I can't live in silence anymore. My dear, don't mistake my quiet for distance. I'm just trying to understand. Clarity might hurt, but it's the only path to healing. I want to explain myself fully, but I fear you won't accept the truth. Words are fragile, and sometimes even the clearest intentions can break hearts. My dear, don't let misunderstandings pull us apart. Let's talk openly and heal together. The truth is always worth it, even if it cuts deep. I'm afraid of being misunderstood, but I'm more afraid of losing you. My dear, Clarity is the bridge between hearts. I want us to be clear with each other, but my heart is too afraid to speak. Sometimes being clear doesn't bring peace, but it's the only way to find it. My dear, I need you to see beyond my words and understand my heart. I fear my truth will drive us apart, but without it, I fear losing you. Clarity is love, even when it's painful to hear. Sometimes the truth isn't what we want to hear, but it's what we need to. My dear, I'll never stop trying to make myself understood, even if it's hard. The hardest thing to say is often the most important thing to hear. My dear, I long for clarity, but I fear the truth might be too much for us. Being clear is an act of love, even if it feels like a betrayal. I don't want to lose you to misunderstanding. Let's speak truthfully, no matter how hard. My dear, silence can't be the answer when my heart is bursting to be clear. The fear of misunderstanding keeps me distant, but my love for you pulls me back. Words fail, but love never does. Let's always be clear with each other. I fear my truth will change everything, but I also know it might save us. My dear, sometimes clarity isn't what we want, but it's always what we need. I want to be understood, but I know it's a gift I can't always give. The truth is painful, but it's also the only way to heal us. My dear, misunderstanding you is my greatest fear, but being silent feels like giving up. The truth isn't always gentle, but it's the only way to stay real. My dear, let's not let misunderstandings separate us. Let's speak honestly, even when it hurts. Being clear isn't always easy, but it's the only way to stay true to each other. My dear, I want to be open, but I'm terrified of how you'll react. I wish I could say what I feel without fear of being misunderstood. My dear, when I speak my truth, it's a plea for understanding, not a declaration of war. I'd rather hurt you with the truth than leave you in the dark with silence. Clarity is love, but it often comes at a cost. My dear, sometimes the truth will change everything, but it's the only way to move forward. I fear you'll misunderstand me, but I can't live in a lie. My dear, I want to explain myself, but words never seem to capture my heart. I hope you hear my heart more than my words, because they're often too tangled to explain. My dear, the truth is all I can give, even if it shatter us for a while. I fear the truth will change us, but I'd rather be honest than lose myself in silence. My dear, misunderstandings are inevitable, but they don't define us unless we let them. I want to be clear, but sometimes it feels like my words will never do justice. My dear, clarity is the key, but it requires us to open the door and face the truth. Sometimes I hold back because I fear the truth will pull us apart. My dear, clarity isn't always easy, but it's the only way to honor our love. I want to be clear with you, but the fear of rejection keeps me silent. My dear, even the clearest words can't capture the depth of what's in my heart. I want to be understood, but I know there will always be gaps in our words. My dear, if this touched your soul, don't scroll. Like, comment your favorite quote and subscribe for more. I speak my truth not to hurt you, but to make sure we never live in doubt. The truth might hurt, but it's the only thing that will set us free. My dear, I want to be open, but I fear that my truth might drive you away. Misunderstandings will happen, but they don't have to define us. My dear, I wish I could explain everything in my heart, but words fail me. I'd rather risk the pain of honesty than live in the shadow of a lie. My dear, the truth is a gift, even when it stings. I fear that my truth will be too much for you to bear, but I can't hide it. My dear, the clarity I seek is only found in the honesty we share. I want to be understood, but I fear that my words will only create more confusion. My dear, sometimes the truth is the only thing that can heal us. I wish I could protect you from the pain of my honesty, but it's the only way forward. My dear, if love is the answer, then clarity must be the path. I fear the truth will break us, but silence will kill us slowly. My dear, I want to be clear, but I fear I might say too much. Clarity is an act of love, even when it cuts deep. My dear, the truth is a heavy burden, but it's the only thing worth carrying. I'm afraid to speak my truth, but I know it's the only way to keep us whole. My dear, let's not let misunderstandings cloud the love we have. I want to be clear, but I fear the truth will pull us apart. My dear, honesty is my love for you in its purest form, even when it's painful. I fear the truth will hurt, but I can't live in a world of silence anymore. My dear, I need you to hear my heart, not just my words. I wish I could explain every part of me, but my love for you transcends words. Sometimes being clear feels like breaking us open, but it's the only way to heal. My dear, love isn't always clear, but honesty always is, even when it stings. I want to share my truth, but I fear you'll see it as an attack instead of love. My dear, the truth will hurt, but it's the only way we'll find peace. I want to be honest with you, but the fear of misunderstanding holds me back. My dear, sometimes silence is louder than words, but it leaves too much unsaid. I speak my truth with the hope that it will bring us closer, not tear us apart. My dear, clarity is painful, but it's the only way we'll ever truly understand each other. I want to be open with you, but I fear my truth will be too much to bear. My dear, don't mistake my silence for distance. It's my attempt to be clear without hurting you. I wish we could read each other's hearts instead of constantly guessing. My dear, clarity isn't about perfection. It's about love, and love always deserves the truth. I'm scared that you'll see my honesty as weakness, but I can't hide the truth from you. My dear, honesty feels like a risk, but it's the only way to honor what we have. I want to give you all of me, but I fear the truth will change everything. My dear, the truth won't always be easy to hear, but it's the only way to move forward. I fear the truth will break us, but I can't keep living in the shadows. My dear, the truth doesn't always bring comfort, but it always brings clarity. I need you to hear me clearly, but I fear you'll misunderstand my intentions. My dear, I can't hide my truth any longer, but I don't want to lose you in the process. I wish we could always be on the same page, but misunderstanding seems to always slip in. My dear, clarity is my gift to you, even when it feels like a burden to me. I want to be transparent with you, but I fear it will create more distance between us. My dear, love isn't always clear, but honesty is the path to real connection. I want to speak my truth without fear, but sometimes I wonder if it's too much. My dear, silence is often misunderstood, but it's my attempt to find the right words.